How do you manage to manifest multiple things at once? And how much time do you need to dedicate to each manifestation to make sure that it manifests and you're not wasting time? I want to share you my perspective on this because mostly when I make videos, I focus on one topic at a time. But many of you are manifesting several things at once, and I have experience with this. And in this video, I'm going to share my personal experience with what I have done, because I have done some things that didn't work. And then, of course, inevitably, I have found what worked because I kept trying and testing, which is what I recommend you always do, because you need to find what works for you and let this video be an inspiration so that you can understand for yourself what will work for you and what will not. If you need a more personalized help with your manifestations, you can book a one-on-one coaching session with me from the link in the description box below. I will be happy to help you with anything that you are manifesting. And as for group coaching for this month, I have already started the groups, so the group coaching for this month is closed, but you can start from next month if you want to. In that case, please send me an email, again, from my booking page, and remember that the times that you see on the booking page are one-on-one coaching only, so therefore, please send me an email and we will figure it out. So let's talk about manifesting multiple things at once. And this can both be multiple, like big things, or you can have one big manifestation and several small manifestations, which is something that many of my clients have and have always had. I have always worked with clients who have had one big desire that they came to me to manifest. And then as we were working, things would come up and they would have new desires, so we would work on several things at once. So let me share you my own experience. But before I do that, remember that what I'm sharing in this video is not law, okay? This is not the only way you need to do it. This is not the hidden secret of manifestation, which there aren't secrets of manifestation, okay? So this is... I'm going to give you a couple of ways of doing it. You need to find what works for you. The only rule in manifestation is that your inner world creates your outer world. How you go about it needs to be something that works for you. This is personalized. Years ago, the first time that I had multiple desires that I was manifesting, I sort of started out winging it. I improvised. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know what I was doing. So I just started improvising. And it didn't work. I don't remember what I was doing, but I remember it didn't work. Because then I went onto, I think, a Facebook group or something like that about manifestation. And I asked if there are people who manifest different things at once and how do they do it, because I was struggling with the practical application of it, because it's easy when you have one desire, you know, this is your affirmation or your story, and that is the only thing that you need to focus on. When you have several things, it can become challenging in the practical sense. One woman gave me this idea. She said she has done it and it has worked for her, which was, she said, take a chunk of time during the day, several times a day, like let's say, for example, half an hour, several times a day, and you set an alarm that rings every 5 minutes. So you start out affirming one topic, you affirm it for 5 minutes, the alarm rings and you change the topic, you affirm for another 5 minutes, and you keep going on and on like this until your topics are finished. I did this, I think 2 or 3 times a day for exactly 2.5 days. I couldn't stick with it. It was too much work. I hated it. It was too structural and really too much work for me. And it didn't work, so I just stopped doing. I'm not saying this method doesn't work. I recommend you try it. If you know yourself and you know you're not going to stick with it, just leave it. I'm going to share with you something else. But if you think this could work, give it a try, because the problem is not the method. It's not that it didn't work. It just felt too much work for me. So maybe you will enjoy it. If you enjoy it, do this. The manifestation process, regardless of what you are manifesting and how many things you are manifesting, it needs to not be a chore. For this reason, I have created a course, an online course. This is not a new one. This was my first course that I created. The link is in the description box below, where I guide you through a detailed process, very simplified, very practical, how you can create a plan, a manifestation routine for you that melts into your daily life, and how you can do it with multiple things at once. So what you need to figure out, so if you are interested in that, check out the course, because it's very practical, it's very detailed and easy to follow. It's called Full Day Manifestation Routine. It's in the description box below. But essentially what you need to do is, because of my experience, what I ended up doing when manifesting multiple things at once is not to focus on 1 billion things at once. Because back then, with this half-an-hour method and the alarms every 5 minutes, I think I was manifesting 10 or 15 things all at once. And I just figured out it's just too much. I couldn't focus. I simply couldn't focus enough on any of it. So after that, the way I have manifested multiple things at once is that I have chosen, even if I have a list of 10, 20, I don't know, you may have 1 million things that you are manifesting. Start out with the first few most important things. And choose, I don't even want to give you a number, because again, this is not a rule. How many things can you actually focus on? For some of you, it may be 1. For others of you, it may be 4. So you need to do a self-analysis here. How many things can I focus on? Genuinely. Don't make the list too long, because it's not going to go quicker. This may even irritate you and slow down the process, because you can't focus on any of it and dilute your attention, and see how it works for you. Pick a few things, and the general way, if you can only do this is wonderful. Check in with yourself and see how much you think about each topic. Is it a big desire that you're completely obsessed about, and that's the only thing that you think about all day long? Then maybe focus on that one and just manifest that and get it out of the way so that you can go to the next. Do you have 2, 3 things that you are really focusing on? Your mind is on one topic for 5 minutes, then it goes on to the other topic on 5 minutes. Then take these topics that you are already naturally thinking about and take those and manifest those. You can either create routines for yourself, or you can just check in with yourself. Whenever you're thinking thoughts about the topic, just make sure it's from the end. Actually, that's all you need to do. If you can do that, that's wonderful. I am, and this is also about how much time do you dedicate to each manifestation. It's going to be different. It's going to be different for every single one of your manifestations, because you have different limiting beliefs. You have different amount of obsession about each of them. You have different kind of confidence about each. So one is going to be on your mind all day. The other is going to come up here and there, and you're kind of calm about it. So even when you manifest 2 things at once, your attention is going to be different for the 2 topics. So again, the time that you need to dedicate to each manifestation, there is no rule. There is no rule about these things. The only rule is how much do you think from lack and how much do you think from the end goal? You need to balance this out, or not even balance. Your end goal needs to be dominant. I will link a video here somewhere where I talk about the obsession in manifestation, which is a topic that covers a lot about how much do you need to affirm, because there's also this idea that if you're obsessed and you affirm a lot, you push away your manifestation. That's kind of a bullshit that I'm busting in the video. So for all those of you who have doubts about how much time do you need to dedicate to your manifestations, check out this video, this or this. And as for multiple things, my best advice is to not try to manifest a million things at once. Pick out the most important ones and manifest those. There's something else that I want to mention in this video, which I also have a video that I will link here in the corner, which is sometimes you have a desire, but you sort of forget about it. And the reason is that you do have the desire to and you want to manifest it, but your mind is simply just not used to thinking about it. It's sort of in the background and it remains in the background. And if you don't remember, if you keep forgetting about it, you don't affirm and it's not helpful. And in this video, I help you sort of bring it to the forefront of your mind and actually manifest it. So for every problem, there is a solution. And actually, I have to say, one of my clients did what I explained in that video and she manifested something while affirming. So give that a try. And to recap, first, find the method that works for you. You can even create your own method, how you go about affirming, how much you affirm, etc., when you affirm. This is your personal experience. It's your thing. It's your way of doing it, and it has to work for you, and it has to work for your daily life. Some of you are super busy with work, with children, and a bunch of people who are around you all the time. Others of you have a lot of time. You are alone. So even if these two people were manifesting the same thing, the way they go about it is going to be different. So do it in a way that doesn't feel like a chore, because speaking from experience, it doesn't work. If it's a chore, you're not going to do it. And if you don't do it, it's not going to manifest itself. Again, for this one, if you really need to construct a routine that melts into your own daily life that works for you, check out my course, Full Day Manifestation Routine. Otherwise, check in with yourself. What do you think about all day long? And take each topic and pay attention to whether you're thinking from lack or from the end goal, because manifestation is always either you have it or not. So it's the thoughts of lack, so the thoughts about your current reality or your old reality versus your thoughts about your manifestation. So it's lack or having it. Make sure that your thoughts from the end goal are dominant. If you do this, it has to manifest, because you make your new story dominant, your mind has to find out a way to manifest it. So all manifestations are about that, whether you have multiple things you're manifesting or just one. Focus on the most important things, the few most important things. Unless, again, just like I said in the beginning of the video, this is not a rule. Unless you actually can focus on 10 things during the day and you really get into it and you like doing it, do it. This is not a rule. But if you find that 10 things is too much to focus on, pick the first 3, the first 2, the first 4, I don't know, you decide. You know how much you can focus. And just focus on those, manifest those, get them out of the way, go to the next. This is how I have done. This is the way of manifesting multiple things at once that worked for me. I still kept the list, the long list, like it was a laundry list that I was manifesting. But I went about it few things at once. And this was my thought. Get it out of the way, go to the next. Get it out of the way, go to the next. So I hope this was helpful. And I encourage you to find your method that works for you. And please don't make it a chore. Manifestation can't be a chore. If you're forcing it, you create resistance and the feeling of lack becomes more prominent, and that's just not helpful. Make it easy, because it can be done in a way that is easy, that is practical, and even completely without taking time out of your day to manifest. Actually, in my full day manifestation routine course, I focus a lot on that, to not take time out of the day to dedicate to manifestations. You don't have to do that unless you like doing it. I mostly don't. I mostly don't take extra time out to manifest. Sometimes I do. If I'm in the mood, if I like it, if I enjoy it, I do it. Otherwise, you don't have to do it. So, once again, if you need a more personalized help with your manifestations, you can book a one-on-one coaching session with me from the link in the description box below. I would love to help you with anything that you are manifesting. Have a beautiful day and see you in the next video.